good morning, and happy Coffee Convo Wednesday. My name is Cindy Simmons. I will be your host for Coffee Convo Wednesday today, and as I am every single week. Before we get started though, I want to know what you are drinking this morning. So comment below, tell me, are you drinking coffee, tea, hot cocoa, water, protein smoothie, whatever. I want to know what you're drinking this morning. Comment below and let me know what you're drinking. And then share this post. If you can, just click share right there wherever you're watching. If you're watching your mobile device, you're watching in your office, at home, whatever, click share and then also comment and let me know what you're drinking this morning. I am drinking coffee because it's called Coffee Convo Wednesday, and coffee is one of my favorite things in the universe. So I give you a big fat cheers. All right, this is Coffee Convo Wednesday for today, Wednesday, September 26th. This is episode 128. We are less than 3 months away from Christmas, you guys. So a little bit about Coffee Convo Wednesday. If this is your first time joining us, thank you so much for hanging out. A little bit about me. Like I said, my name is Cindy Simmons. I live in Orlando, Florida with my family of 5. I have a husband, 2 daughters, 13 and 5, and a mama Jane who lives with us. I'm originally from Los Angeles. We'll get into that a little bit later. My background is radio. I actually used to work at the radio station in Los Angeles where Ryan Seacrest works now. A little bit of Cindy trivia for you today. So today is Coffee Convo Wednesday. This is a show where we just hang out for 15-20 minutes. We talk about 3 things this morning, and at the end, I'm gonna hook you up with something amazing. Today, I am giving you a Walt Disney World character couture package. You're like, what does that even mean? All I know is if you are going to Walt Disney World anytime soon and you ever heard of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, where little girls or little boys get all dolled up and they get all dressed up and get to be a character for the day, they have it for grown-ups now. So stick around at the very end. I'll tell you more about that. Good morning and cheers. Okay. We have so much to talk about today. Today is National Pancake Day. I feel the need to share that with you just so that you are in the know of everything happening in the world. Also, don't know if you've heard about the hazelnut spread M&Ms that are coming out. I got so excited I ran to the store this morning to see if they were out before I even did the research. And they're not out yet because I wanted to bring a bag and eat them on the show. You're like, well, why would that be fun for me? The person watching Coffee Convo Wednesday, you were right, it would not be, but it would have been fun for me. But I am at least telling you about the hazelnut spread M&Ms that are coming out. That's basically like Nutella M&Ms. Mind blown. Okay, I think because they can't say Nutella because that's a different candy, but hazelnut spread M&Ms, you guys. I'm so excited about these because I love Nutella. When I say I love Nutella, so you can just start sending me bags of hazelnut spread M&Ms because I'm going to be eating them all pretty much from the moment they come out until, I don't know, until the end of time. So just a little tidbit of information for you. Are you guys watching Dancing with the Stars? We're gonna start our 3 topics in just a second, but I was thinking of like things that were top of mind, like National Pancake Day, the hazelnut spread M&Ms, and then, I haven't been watching Dancing with the Stars, but I saw that Bo Duke is on. Remember Bo Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard? Yeah, he's on and he's super hot. There's your randomness for the morning. All right, let's get started with Coffee Convo Wednesday. We're gonna talk about 3 things. The first thing we're gonna talk about this morning on the show is something that happened to me growing up in Los Angeles, California, where I was born and raised. I grew up in North Hollywood, California. And something happened to me, and I was reminded of it recently because I was sharing the story with a friend from back home, and it just made me think about, isn't it funny how something can happen to you at such a young age, but you remember it for the rest of your life? And if it's traumatizing, you're certainly going to remember it for the rest of your life. So when I was little, I went to a Catholic school for 12 years, basically from 1st grade to senior year. I went to a Catholic school. And for like the first half, my mom took me. And then when I got older, I walked to school. And it was like 2-ish miles, which was pretty smart of my parents. Keep me healthy, keep me walking. And sometimes when I got older, my friends would pick me up if they saw me walking on, the side of the road or whatever. So I would walk to school. And then one day I said to my mom and dad, hey, Mom and Dad, I'd like to take the bus. And we had, at that time, it was called the RTD, Rapid Transit District, I think is what it stands for. So they said I could walk down, maybe it was like a mile, to the RTD bus, and then I could take the RTD bus to school. I thought, that sounds like a great idea. I'm so grown up. I don't know, I was probably like 14 at the time. So I walked down maybe a half a mile to the bus stop on the street, and this is like the public transportation in Los Angeles. And I hop on the bus feeling very confident, like, look at me, I am so grown up. I'm taking the bus to school. Woo, look at me. So I get on the bus and I take it to school, and I have to get off the bus. So I'm sitting in the back of the bus, and you know how in the back of buses, I think it's most buses, I guess, they have the back doors. And then, I don't know if it's the case now, but then the back of the bus, you would push open the doors to get them open. They didn't just automatically open. Well, I did not know that. So I'm this little 14-year-old girl, and you had to push open the doors. Well, because I didn't know that, I stood there like this with my backpack on, and someone says, you have to push. And I looked at her and said, excuse me? You have to push. And then someone else hears her, and they're all staring at me because I'm not getting off the bus. and someone else says, push. And I think I just had that weird, awkward teenager, insecure, why are you yelling at me moment? Because I was literally just like frozen. They're like, push, push. Oh my gosh, why are they yelling at me? And I'm pushing, but I was kind of scrawny, I guess. And I could not get the doors open. So I'm trying to push on the back of the doors. And they all yelling, not mean, in a mean way. To me, it sounded mean, but I know they weren't being mean. Push, just push, push. And finally, I pushed open the doors, and the back of the bus erupts in applause. I wanted to die. I was mortified. I wanted to die. Why were they yelling at me? Why couldn't I get the bus doors open? Why didn't I know that you have to push on the bus doors to get them open? I don't know, because I'm an awkward 14-year-old teenager with pimples. Yeah, I had that too. I still, to this day, right now, I feel like I'm pitting up and I'm getting a little sweaty. That stressed me out. I haven't told that story until I was just talking about it recently with a friend. And just telling you guys makes me feel like all sorts of anxiety. Like I said, I'm pitting up here. Whew. How can something that happened so long ago still stress you out? I had never been on a bus before, and my parents wanted to just give me that, sense of independence. And I wanted it, and I was glad they did it. I don't know that I ever got on another RTD bus ever again. I've obviously been on buses since then, but I don't think I ever took, when I say ever, never, ever, ever, ever took another bus in Los Angeles after that. What are you gonna do? Do you have something that traumatizes you still to this day from your childhood? Maybe it was like the locker combination thing in high school. That was another one, but don't get me started. I'm not good at combination locks, and I was not good at them in high school. Comment below, I want to know. And if you missed my question earlier, let me know what you're drinking this morning. Coffee, tea, protein smoothie, water, whatever. It's just nice knowing that I'm sharing a cup of something with you guys. So comment below and let me know. And if you get a chance, I'll also share this post as well. All right, next up on Coffee Convo Wednesday, I yelled at my husband last night. But I am convinced that I am not the only one who has issues with sleep. And I've had issues with sleep for as long as I can remember. So last night, yesterday was just kind of like a bad day. You just have one of those days you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and it just goes downhill from there. So I was just a little crabby yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, I am Cindy Simmons. You probably saw some of my Insta stories. I was a little crabby monster. So I needed to just go to bed last night and sleep it off. All right, we all have hashtag real life. We all have bad days. So when I go to sleep, and I love my husband, I feel like I should preface this story by saying, I love my husband. However, it doesn't matter if it's my husband or Tom Hiddleston sleeping in the bed. That would be weird, or would it? I don't want anyone touching me. I don't want anyone touching me in the bed. I'll snuggle with my husband for like a hot minute, not even, maybe like a hot 30 seconds. And then I'm like, okay, I love you. Good night. Off to your side. That's why we have a king bed. If I could have like a double king, where basically I have to take a rowboat to get to the other side of the bed, I would have it. I'm not a snuggler. I just want to go to sleep. To me, the bed is for two things: sleeping, and the other thing. We don't even have a TV in our room because all I want to do is have a good night of sleep. And when you are not a good sleeper, like moi, you want your sleep. So apparently I yelled at my husband because he's like 6'4", so his legs are long, and he's like tall and long. And his foot got on me, and I was like, get off of me! Get your butt off me! I vaguely remember that. I was just, I don't know why I'm like that either. I don't know why I have sleep issues. Kind of the same way with my kids. Like, I love to snuggle with my kids, but when I go to bed, you gotta get off me. Get off of me. No snuggling, none of that. Am I the only one who's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when they sleep? Like, legit, I want to sleep. I want my 8 hours. I want it to be peaceful. Like, I sleep with a sleep mask. We've talked about this before. I just want to sleep, and I don't want you touching me. I don't want you breathing, basically. I don't want I want nothing. Like, if I could sleep in a chamber, I would sleep in a chamber. All right, comment below, because I need to know. Like, I love my husband. I love my kids. I love my family. I love them so much, but don't touch me. Don't touch me when I'm sleeping, please. All right, and then last on Coffee Convo Wednesday, topic number 3 today. It's kind of like a twofold topic, and then we're gonna talk about the amazing gift I have for you. All right, so sometimes in life you just miss the big things that happen. I was really fortunate enough to be invited to Omaha, Nebraska. We talked about this on the show last week, but if you missed it, I am an Omaha Steaks brand ambassador. What that means, there are 9 of us across the country that represent Omaha Steaks because we, our family, has loved Omaha Steaks for a really, really, really long time. So now what that means is Omaha Steaks every month is going to be giving you guys stuff to try, which I'm super psyched. Like last week, I did a fun Omaha Steaks giveaway. It was the yummy Butcher's Burgers, which were so good. Jessica from Leesburg, Virginia, she was our big winner. So she's gonna be trying those out with her family, and she says her Grammy and her grandpa lives with her. So we got to go to Omaha, Nebraska. It was my first time in Omaha, my first time in Nebraska. It was such an amazing experience. I probably might even do a separate show just to tell you guys all about it, because truly, I've been in radio my whole life. That's my background. We've talked about that before. In case you don't know, I was on the radio. I had my own radio show for years, well, for my whole life, really. And I have been so lucky to work with such great brands, such good companies, and that's sort of the commitment I make to you guys. I'm not gonna work with someone or tell you guys about something that I don't believe in or our family doesn't believe in. So Omaha Steaks, we've been using in our family for years. So we got to go and see how they do things there, and oh my goodness, I was blown away. To say that's just even an understatement, like blown away at the care that they take when preparing the meats that we get shipped to our house, and just the family atmosphere. I could go on and on and on. Like, I don't know that I want to ever order a steak from anywhere else. And it's not just steaks. They have world port seafood. They have appetizers, skillet meals for dinner, the butcher's breakfast. I mean, okay, I could go on and on. While I was there having the time of my life, eating my face off with yummy like steak, my 5-year-old lost a tooth, like the main tooth. So you have the 2 up there. She had lost one already, so it's kind of like, well, she lost the other one. So there was nothing there. And it happened when I was gone, and I was like, man, had steaks. And then I got invited to do this really, really cool thing at Disney Springs over the weekend. I told you we live in Orlando, Florida. I feel like for this part of the story, I should get my props because, okay. You ready? You know how I do love a good prop. Okay, so I was invited to go with my 5-year-old daughter to Disney Springs to check out the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. And that, for those of you who don't know, is a boutique where kids, little girls, little boys can go in and be transformed into their favorite character. Whether it's a villain or, I don't know, a princess, whatever. So, it's just randomly going on. No, I hit the button. So my daughter got invited and I couldn't take her and my husband went. And keeping it real, I was a little disappointed because I'm like, man, I'm in Omaha, I've missed a tooth, and now I'm missing this awesome event. Then I started thinking about it. So the reason that we were invited to go have this experience is, I don't know if you've heard about the Dream Big Princess Initiative, and it's just encouraging kids to dream big, to have those big dreams and fight for them and be brave and be strong and live your story. So once I started thinking about that, I thought, you know, what my daughter is seeing right now, even though I'm not there with her and we FaceTimed probably 2 times a day, and I missed her tooth and I missed this princess moment with her, I started thinking about it and I realized that I'm living my story. I'm living my story, and my story includes my family and my career and my friends and my life. And I was so happy when I was in Omaha, Nebraska, having this first time experience. I went to the Omaha Zoo. This was my first time visiting Omaha. Like, all of it was so exciting to me. And I left my radio world so that I could be in this world with you guys, where I get to be with my kids a lot of the time, most of the time, and be the one who's taking care of them while creating my own hours because I own my own business. So part of that is traveling a little bit. And so getting to go to Omaha, Nebraska was such an amazing experience. And what I love is that my daughter saw me living my story. That's a part of my story. So, okay, was I bummed? Yes, I've already said that. I was bummed that I missed her tooth, and I was bummed that I didn't get to take her to the Disney Princess event. But here's the thing. I've been there for every other tooth, and I've been the one taking her to so many events. Guess what? My husband took her, and they had the best daddy-daughter date ever. Like, had such a good time. My husband said it was just almost overwhelming for him to get to watch her be transformed into a princess. And they had the greatest day. And they probably wouldn't have done that because I would have taken her. That would have just been what we did. But instead, he got to have this awesome memory. And we're a team. Our marriage is a team. Our family is a team. We have ups, we have downs. Yesterday was, I told you, not a great day. But today's a good day. And that was a great day for my husband and my daughter. And they got to have that, magical experience. And sometimes we as humans, moms, dads, whatever you're doing, sometimes you just have to go, wait, I don't have to be everything for everyone all of the time. I know I can't be, I can't. That's my reality. If you get to be everyone and everything all the time, I strive to be just like you. But for me, it's not possible. So I got to go do something in Omaha, Nebraska with Omaha Steaks that was life-changing, and I met so many awesome people when I was there. The people at Omaha Steaks, the other Omaha Steaks brand ambassadors, they were amazing. I feel like I've made friends for life. And then missing that event, my husband had that experience. So I missed a tooth, and I missed her dressing up like a princess, but I got to see the pictures, and then she showed me. I got home that night after she had her experience, and she was so excited to show me her dress and her shoes and her wand and her crown. And it was just a really great memory for the two of them. And I'm actually kind of glad that my husband got to have that with her, because they'll remember that for the rest of their lives. So that's Coffee Convo Wednesday, and that's also the reason I'm drinking out of my Aladdin mug today. Because you guys, this was the first coffee mug. For those of you who don't know, if this is your first time, I collect coffee mugs, all kinds of coffee mugs, bigger, smaller, whatever. I mean, I like big mugs, and I cannot lie. but I just love any kind of mug. And this mug I bought, I think when I was 20, working at my first radio station. I was interning at my first radio station in Los Angeles, the one I told you where Ryan Seacrest is now. And I loved Disney movies back then, so I bought this mug, and I wasn't even drinking coffee, so I probably drank hot cocoa out of it or tea or something, I don't know. But this was my first mug, but it just reminds me that I have to continue to dream big, and that's what I'm doing here with you guys, dreaming big, drinking coffee, and living my story. And because I'm doing that, I tell you guys, when I talk about these fun things, it's because I get something to bring to you. That is why I love doing Coffee Convo Wednesday. Getting to share this morning with you, giving you guys a break in the middle of your week, in the middle of your Wednesday morning, and then hooking you up with something amazing. Today is something amazing. Okay, so I told you my husband went and took our daughter to this awesome Dream Big Princess, special day on Saturday. Well, guess what they sent home for you guys? Okay, you're like, what? All right, this is from Senses Spa. This is a Character Couture Timeless Transformation Package. If you haven't heard of this, this is basically like what they do for kids, they now do for grown-ups. So say you were gonna go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, or you were gonna go to Disney for the day and you just wanted to have your hair and makeup done. Now, you're not gonna walk out of there looking like Rapunzel or, I don't know, Disney villain, whatever, Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. You're not gonna look exactly like them. It's supposed to be an inspired grown-up makeover because, after all, we're grown-ups. So I have a Character Couture Timeless Transformation Package for you, but here is one just little caveat. This is good anytime between now and the end of the year. And it's good at any of the Senses Spas at Walt Disney World Resort. So if you are planning a trip between now and December 31st to go to Walt Disney World, and if you're like, darn, my trip's in January, I'm really sorry. However, we all know someone who's probably going to Walt Disney World. This is a $120 value. It is the Walt Disney World Character Couture Timeless Transformation Package, $120. That is how much it costs for this, and you're getting it for free. So here's the thing. The Senses Spas at Walt Disney World resorts are the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, Disney's Wilderness Lodge, Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, and Disney's Yacht and Beach Club. But there's a number on here that you can call once you win, and you can set up your couture package, and you will be transformed into your favorite. It is your hair, makeup, and nails inspired by any of the classic characters. So maybe you want to do like Minnie Mouse, or you want to do Rapunzel, Ursula, Cinderella, whoever. Maybe one of the villains, maybe you want to like Star Wars galactic situation happening, any of that. But again, this is good through the end of the year. You have to be going to Walt Disney World Resort sometime between now and the end of the year, or know someone. We all know someone too. This would be a great present if someone has a birthday coming up, or maybe, like I said, you're going to Mickey's Not So Scary. You're like, okay, tell me, how do I win? Okay, like every giveaway we do at the end of Coffee Convo Wednesday, all you need to do is #DreamBigPrincess. #DreamBigPrincess and the name of the city and the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. Then we will pick a winner. We'll announce the winner right here on the show, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. We always announce the winner on the Facebook page here, the I Am Cindy Simmons Facebook page. So #DreamBigPrincess, the name of the city and the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. And then just remember to get this Senses Spa, this Walt Disney World Character Couture Timeless Transformation Package. It is good through the end of the year. So if you're not going to Walt Disney World by the end of the year, this might not make sense for you, because I know we have people watching on the West Coast. I'm sorry, don't worry. Next week I have something else for you. There's a little hint. So there you go. Good luck, and I hope you win, because this would be amazing. And then of course I'm gonna want pictures. So #DreamBigPrincess and the name of the city and the state you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday from. All right, so a couple of things before we get going. If you guys ever have a topic that you are like, hey, I wanted to talk about that, shoot me an email. You can follow me on all of the socials. You can shoot me an email at cindy@cindysimmons.com. If you're like, I can't remember all of that, then just head over to cindysimmons.com and you can link to all of my socials there. I'm constantly on Insta Story talking about non-interesting stuff. But I would love to hear from you guys. Comment below, like I said, what are you guys drinking this morning? If you're entering hashtag Dream Big Princess and the name of the city and the state. Before we get out of here though, I'm kind of excited to tell you, next week I have a guest. I haven't had a guest in a while, so I'm kind of excited. But I love fall, and since fall was officially just a couple days ago, I wanted to do something fun for fall. So I invited my friend Jessica Belvedere from livelikeamother.com. She is a graphic designer and super awesome, like designer, decorator, recipe creator, crafty, like everything I'm not. So I asked her to come and be on the show next week. So we're gonna kind of do a theme next week. It's gonna be all the fall feels theme. So if you are interested in fall decor, there's also gonna be a yummy fall recipe. We'll have a fall giveaway. So next week it's going to be all the fall feels Coffee Convo Wednesday show. So I'm excited to have Jessica on next week. I hope that you will join me same time, you know, everything 10 o'clock, Coffee Convo Wednesday on Wednesdays with Jessica for all the fall feels. Jessica from Live Like a Mother. Super excited to have her on. In fact, I know she's watching today, so we'll see you next week, Jessica. To everyone else, thank you for hanging out with me on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Share this post before you guys get out of here today and before I leave and go on with my day. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week. Spread kindness like Nutella. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, and good luck if you're entering the giveaway today. Have a great Wednesday and happy Coffee Convo Wednesday. Thanks, you guys.